Deal structure is super important when it comes to financing a residential rental property. But what is deal structure? It is really about how you are going to hold title of the property you are looking to purchase, or how you are currently holding title of the property you're looking to finance. So are you holding title in your personal name? Are you holding title in a holding company? Are you going to hold title in an operating company? Is it just you? Is it you and a spouse? Is it you and a spouse and another group of people, like your joint venture partners? How we structure title is going to have a huge impact on, one, the type of lender your deal is going to get approved with, and two, the type of mortgage you're going to be able to get. Let me just demonstrate my point through a simple example. Let's say you and your spouse have a home, and you are also bringing in joint venture partners to the deal who have a primary residence. And you have a good credit score, but one of the folks that you're bringing to the deal has a bruised credit score. What happens when you combine the resources of everybody to buy the rental property that you want to buy together is that the lenders are going to look at not just the combined income of the group, they're going to look at the combined credit of the group, they're going to look at the mortgages that they hold on other properties, and this could enhance the deal, or it could actually make things worse. So if one of the people on the deal, for example, has a credit score below what the lender wants to see, then that deal could get canceled altogether. It may not fit with that lender just because of one person. So it is super important, if you are planning on buying rental properties with a group, is to have a mortgage broker who specializes in income property financing take a look at everything for every individual, their debts, their income, their credit, their property holdings, and to help advise you on how to best structure the deal. Because you don't want to assume that by combining everyone's income, you're in a better off position, because you may not. So that is something now related to deal structure. Same thing for a corporation. Not all lenders do loans under a holding company on a rental property. Many lenders do, but not all of them do. And we always want to think ahead of time on where your deal fits best, because from a big picture standpoint, yes, we want to finance the deal that you currently have, and we want to get you the best cost of money, but we also want to take into consideration where you're going with your portfolio. And are we financing the deal with the right lender right now, given where you're headed down the road, or are we just trying to fit a deal to get a mortgage right now, which is the wrong approach to finance? Holding companies will play a role in terms of, the path you would take. So again, we have to understand what type of entity is closing the mortgage and plan ahead of time on how to structure the deal. Some investors make a mistake here when it comes to operating companies. A lot of lenders don't want to see that you have a business that is also buying a rental property. A business can buy a property that it's gonna operate out of, but many lenders like to see real estate held in a holding company that is separate from a business that you're operating. So you don't want to be caught by surprise, assuming that, I have my company and I'm going to buy rental properties there. No, you want to separate your operating company from your holding company. I'm going to share an example of something that happens that clients sometimes learn about by surprise if they don't plan deal structure ahead of time. Let's go back to this example here where a group is coming together to purchase a property. Let's say that you and your spouse want to, down the road, purchase something on your own. You don't want to involve this other couple going forward. You bought one thing with them, but you want to go and buy your own thing, which will happen. You're not going to buy every single deal with a group. I want to share with you how the lenders are going to look at the deal structure and how it can adversely impact what you're going to do down the road if this is not tackled properly early on. So let's say you guys went and bought this rental and it's renting for $2,000 a month, and you are paying a mortgage payment on this property of $1,500 a month. Okay, I'm just using some rough numbers here. And, let's say this property is cash flow. Now it's your turn to go and buy your own rental on your own. When the time comes, some lenders are going to say, okay, you have this joint property with another couple. We are going to just use half of the rents because half of the rents is yours, but we're going to account for the full mortgage payment on your own application. What does that do to your personal deal? That essentially makes the numbers a lot tighter on your own personal deal because the lender is taking a percentage of the rental income, but they're taking the full mortgage payment on this other property that you own with this other couple. My point here is deal structuring is super important in one, helping you get the best financing for your current deal, and two, for keeping that borrowing power open for you if you want to grow. So it's really important to sit down with a mortgage broker who specializes in income property financing and talk about what's going through your mind. What do you want to do? Who's coming to the deal? Validate your assumptions. Don't assume that you can do this and can do that and this and continue to grow. You don't want to learn the hard way. It's all a numbers game. When it comes to residential income financing, it's all a numbers game. And when you are on the outside of the lending rules and all you see in the market is interest rates and you don't see how the lenders think behind the scene, it is really hard for you to figure out what's the best way to structure a deal to make sure that it works, but down the road you can continue to scale. This is where good advice is super important and is one of your best investments, is to get the right advice on how to structure financing for your income properties and what is the best deal structure given where you are right now and where you're headed.